Welcome. In this video, we take on Mission 5 of REICHBUSTERS Projekt Vril, the Cornered Wolff. For our mission briefing, this is it. One last push into the castle. While some Nazi forces try to recover from the loss of Gisela Gruber, your mission is to get access to those bunkers, where the super weapons are being prepared. One slight problem, only General Wolff has access to those bunkers. You're going to take those codes off him, push on into the depths, and end the Vrilmeister's evil plans once and for all. Mission objectives: at least one hero must escape the castle with an objective complete item. Special rules: place General Wolff and his detail in the objective area 3. So he comes in with 2 dogs and a Sturm Angriff. We'll make the room suspicious. When he's removed from play, we'll place 4 objective complete items face up in this area. So the enemies we'll be facing, we've got the officer, soldier, zombie, dog, Sturm Angriff, Sturm Cannoneer, a tracking bomber, this dog which has Overwhelm, Scientist, 1 Vril Panzer, and then General Wolff. And as far as a map, I've got it set up on its side again, and to kind of make it fit on screen, I've moved these 4 corridors and kind of turned them the other direction. So all our tokens are in place. We're starting here. We need to get into him, get the mission complete, and we have an exit up here and at that location. For our heroes, I went looking for people that have armor piercing because Mr. Wolff up here is armored. So we've got Hans, he's got heavy infantry. So once per defense, he can spend a special symbol to get +3 on his defense. Given him a grenade. He's got a pistol with accurate and versatile, and a rocket launcher, armor piercing and unreliable. Got his 2 starting cards, and then we drew into armored unit and blitzkrieg. Claudine is back, and hopefully she'll make it through this mission also. We upgraded her to have sneaky, which means on her non-weapon roll, she'll have 1 less for noise. And we've given her the Vril shield, so she's got options of using these dice or just using a +1 green. And she also has a helmet. She's got her starting cards there, and we drew into these 2. Next, we have Sergeant Sally, who uses the same cards as just the regular sergeant. So we've seen all these abilities before. Got her a grenade and some keys. Her 2 starting cards, and we drew into Let's Go and Suppressing Fire. Then we've got Brick, because he's got armor piercing. We gave him a dog biscuit, because why not? He's got Strong, which lets him roll an extra die, an unarmed melee attack, and also on defense. Of course, his guns, armor piercing, unreliable, and burst with unreliable. And his 2 starting cards, and drawing into these. As for strategy, definitely want to come straight up through. Then it's just a matter, do I want to push through, get our objective, then head towards an exit? Or from this room, do we want to spread out one of these directions, have an open door, then come in? So a lot of that's going to be determined by what happens with our noise and the enemies we face. Turn 1, we're going to have Sally go first. First action is to open a door with a noise of 1. I'll move my tray here, and hopefully I can remember there's people under there. So Sally starts off good with no noise. Second, she's going to say, let's go. So free action's going to make 1 noise. Another hero on the same tile may move 1. We're going to have Claudine go ahead and move up. Then Sally will move up 1. And moving in here, we've cleared this room. Now we'll roll for noise. Rolling again. Oh, goodness. All clear in here. So we end up with a 6 for noise. Going to add 1 to the roll, but we're already at the threshold, but this game's all about rolling dice. Enemy patrol appears. It is suspicious. So we were a bit noisy there. It's going to be a level 1, and we're just going to go ahead and open this room up. So level 1 is going to be a soldier and his dog. He comes in suspicious, sees us, goes straight to alert. We do have line of sight to these two areas. This is going to be suspicious. So up top, we're going to see 2 soldiers and a scientist. And down here, a soldier and another dog. Nope, she wanted to get this party started, and she has done that. Sally's got this. Another free action. It's going to use the noise of whatever weapon she uses. Each hero on the same or adjacent tile may move 1. So we will go ahead and bring these guys into the fray. Then have Claudine go ahead and move up in with the soldier and the dog. Then she'll be able to make 2 +1 lethal attacks. She's been yelling so far, she might as well use a gun. So it's lethal, but it's also versatile. So we can re-roll our blanks, and versatile lets us use it in melee. So we've got a dog and a soldier in our room. So defensive 5 on the dog, defensive 4 on our soldiers. And we're going to start with the dog. Getting to re-roll that. And we've got our 5. Dog has nothing to drop, so we'll keep on rolling. So the doggy is gone. Then taking a shot on the soldier. We get to re-roll the blank. We'll spend 1 for more dice that's not needed. Just want to see how many damage we can do. Get a re-roll. And we'll use that to make this soldier drop something. Got some room over here for those tokens. And now some noise. So that was 2 with our revolver. Got a noise of 3. Discard 1 card, but we are under the threshold. We will discard Suppressing Fire. Second action, she will draw 2 cards, getting Light 'em Up and moving forward. And we will end her turn. So pre-alarm, if any enemy units are alert, advance the mission tracker by 1. So if this is the only alert area, there's no enemy unit, so nothing's going on there. So we will skip action stations and kill the intruders since we do not have alert enemies. Then we'll check awareness. This room will now become alert. And Claudine's going to have some fun, hopefully. First action, we'll draw 2 cards, get in Vive la France and a stick grenade. Second action, we'll draw 2 more cards, getting Aggression and Hatred. Then we'll play She's a Lady. She'll make +2 lethal melee attack on 2 enemy units, and this will stay until the beginning of her next turn, and she'll have +2 defense until then. She will use her knife, so precise. She gets to change her blanks to 1s, and she is in there with no other heroes, so she's die hard, which will give her 1 extra die in lethal. Knife gives her 2. The card gives her 2. And being die hard gets 1. She'll start with the dog. Free blanks. Get to re-roll those. We can make that a 1, and the dog is gone. Her second attack on the soldier. 4 blanks. Fortunately, we get to re-roll all those. We'll get 3 boosts we can use. Some more blanks to re-roll. So we end up with 14 damage. He goes out and drops some loot. Then we will use her vengeance ability to move over and be in melee with these three. Scientist just has a defense of 2. And we're going to go ahead and use our other big card. Make a +1 melee attack on each enemy unit in your area. That's going to be no noise using her knife. So 2 for the knife, 1 for the card, and 1 for being die hard. We'll start with the soldiers. Getting a blank. So we can re-roll that with our die hard. Then make it a... So barely took him out. Then the other soldier. Reroll these because we're lethal. Took him down. And now on the scientist. Just needing a 2. Get a reroll. And we'll spin this to make him drop some loot. He's got some fancier items here. She has cleared a room with 4 more enemy units, so she'll get a heroic point. We'll get a random one of those, and she's got a wild. We'll go ahead and end her turn, so this room is cleared. Third, we'll have Hans go. He's just going to walk in here for his first action and draw 2 cards into an armored unit in German engineering. Oh, because I'm afraid to make noise with these guys until I need to. Then we'll have Brick go. Doing the exact same thing. Actually, I wanted to move him in this space. Same thing on Brick. Move in and draw 2 cards. Getting these 2 cards. That will end our first round, so any player with fewer than 5 cards can draw 1. Brick and Hans all have 6 cards, so Sergeant Sally will draw into Suck It Up. And Claudine also has 6 cards. We'll remove these alert tokens. Go into round 2. And then prepare for our next round. We will start with Sally. First action's a move. Second action, open the door, which is a 1 noise. Getting a 2. Discard a card or add 1 to the total. Getting a boost. All right, she made some noise. So an enemy patrol appears, and it's going to be suspicious. Once again, she was too loud, but it is just a level 1. It's going to come through this door here. And it will be just 1 lonely soldier. And he comes in suspicious and immediately goes to alert. The unit behind him can see us, so that room will become suspicious, but we don't see it because we don't have line of sight through that guy yet. Kind of would like to shoot in there, but I think we're going to have to be a little bit quieter than that. So we'll go moving forward, move 1 and draw 1. So move into this area. Drawing into a pineapple, that's not going to be quiet. Make a noise of 1. Of course. So 4. We get to reroll 1 non-blank. Cannot reroll the specials. Found another special. So an enemy patrol appears, and it's going to be at ease. Sarge is just making way too much noise here. So closest door, we've got area 1, then a door, then area 1 and a door. So we'll have them come through this door. First is going to be 2 soldiers. Second will be 2 more soldiers. Then we'll spawn this one out, which would be a soldier and a zombie. And they'll take on the suspicion of the room, and since we've already upped that once this round, it will not go up again. So that was moving forward. For our second action, or basic action, we're going to attack. Oops. Unarmed, that'll get us 1 black die. We just need a 4 on this. So we got a 3 there. I knew we were going to need to boost it. So we're going to boost it, putting in a boost, which gets us up to 5. And that will get rid of him and have him drop some loot. Then we will end her turn. No enemies in there, so we can clear that out. No enemy units are alert. So we'll make this area alert. And now it's time for Claudine to come in and clear house. Except she's already spent her best 2 cards. This will be discarded. On her first action, we're going to have her draw 2 cards. Getting Resistance Fighter and Bloodlust. We are going to try her machine gun. So it's got burst, so we can spend 1 special to add 2 extra dice, and then we'll be able to spread out all that damage on the entire area. Unreliable, if we don't spend a burst on that, it's going to become jammed. But it does not make any noise, so that hopefully will help us. We get 3 dice. It does have a range of 2, so 1, 2, and friendlies do not block our line of sight. So we'll start with that, and then modify as needed. Well, that did not go well. We will use Vicious to give us 2 more dice. Still did not get the symbol we're looking for. Brick can play a card in to help us. He's going to give us the boost we need. And that will trigger. Go ahead and set all these out here so I don't mess them up as I roll more. That triggers our burst. So we've got another burst. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 damage going in. So we'll spin this so our gun does not get jammed. Let me just check my math again. So 7 can take out the zombie. That is a guard point. So the soldiers are +1 defense. And we can spend 5 to take out a soldier. So zombie out first. Then a soldier goes out. We make a noise check of 1. Making a lot of noise. Never mind. We get to re-roll a die. So as long as that doesn't turn to a boost, we'll be all right. So that ended up all right. Then we've got a Hatred. Play after you wound an enemy unit. Make an attack. We are going to do the same attack with our machine gun. Did not get a boost. Sally's squad leader ability allows her to play a modification on us from an adjacent area, so she'll give us the boost we need with her tactical skill. So that will give us 2 more dice. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. And with that, we can take out 2 more soldiers. Our gun just became jammed, and we made a little bit of noise. Add 3 to our total. All right, might have made a lot of noise. Ooh, the best, well, pretty close. So we're under the threshold there. Another free action. We're going to move one and draw one, making a little bit of noise. So moving one, drawing into Sacred Blue. So if I have to draw a wound card or another tactical. Getting up to a 4. Discard 2 cards or add to the total. I think this time we will discard 2 cards. We'll use our Vengeance ability to get a free move into a melee. This will spawn that guy, which is going to be a soldier, a zombie, and a dog with Overwhelm, so it's going to be 2 dogs. And we also see what's in this desk. Vril schematics. While in this area, you may take a basic action to flip one of your weapons to its Vril side. This weapon is drained. And they will become suspicious of all the dead bodies showing up next door. We'll then play Bloodlust. Make a melee attack on 2 enemy units. We're going to use our knife, so that's not going to make any noise. The knife gives us 2 dice. We're now in its space without any heroes, so that gets us another one. And we're lethal. First soldier. Get to re-roll. So up to 7. Second soldier. We've got 8, and he's dropping some loot. Oh, let's see. We cleared another room. She'll get another heroic point. Getting an attack. Sarge could have been just a little bit quieter. We're going to toss a grenade. Really don't want to do this, but I feel like I'm not going to get those guys in position to do anything. So we're just going to raise this by 2. So we're throwing a grenade, target an adjacent area. All units in this area take a wound. So once again, 4 units blown up. We'll get another heroic point, getting a wild. With this pre-alarm, this moves up 2 spaces. End her turn. We'll have Brick go next. First action, draw 2 cards. Drawing into these 2. Second action, we'll see what this is. Noise of 1. Getting a 3. No effect. Snafu, make the nearest non-suspicious room suspicious. Which is going to be the room he's standing in. And he found some Vril goggles. And with those, we can target the same or an adjacent tile, ignoring line of sight, reveal a number of room features, items, or spawn tokens equal to the Vril result. And if we get the special, reveal all room features, items, and spawn tokens on the tile. Probably not something we're going to use. Then we're going to have Hans go. And I think we'll have him move over and draw 2 cards. Getting German efficiency and give them a Hans. That will end our round. Brick has a handful of 7 cards. Sergeant Sally has 2, so she will draw into Listen Up. Claudine has 2, drawing into Deja Vu. And Hans has 8 cards. We will clear tokens without enemy units. Advance this up to round 5. So we are at the end of this round, unless we're noisy. Either way, things are going bad. And our last round of determining player order. This whole round's all about planning. Claudine will go first, moving and drawing 2 cards. So we are out of cards to draw, so we'll take our discard pile, shuffle. Top card will be removed from the game. So we are losing Vive la France, but we will be drawing into Angel of Death and Retaliate. We moved and drew 2 cards. She's done. Sergeant Sally, move and draw 2 cards. Getting Take 'em Out and Keep It Up. Brick, 2 actions to draw 4 cards, which is his last 4 cards. He's Unstoppable, Come Here You, a Grunt, and Rat-a-tat-tat. And Hans' turns. Looks just like that, drawing his last 4 cards. Blitzkrieg, Panzerwrecked, Look No Hans, and Snell. Quickest round ever. Everyone has 5 or more cards. Advance the round. Whoop whoop. Alarm goes off. Now all units will be triggered. We'll start with these 2 back here. So first one is going to be an officer and a soldier. Second one, just a soldier. Then up there we get 2 level 1s, 3 soldiers. And the next one, soldier and a zombie. We'll come around the board here. Got another level 1. 2 soldiers and a zombie. Then a level 3. 4 zombies and a scientist. Then another level 3. That's going to be an officer and 2 storm angriffs. Level 2. Soldier, well, 3 soldiers and 1 officer. And another level 2. Same thing. All the awareness tokens can come off because everybody is alert now. These nice noise cards going away. And a worse batch will be coming in. No ongoing card effects. Now the enemy takes a turn, starting with all the officers. Start down here, opens the door. Let's see, other officers. Unlocks doors. Soldiers move. Oops, 1 opens the door, then 3 comes out. Yeah, this might have been a bad plan. And all these can open doors all around them. Zombie movement. I'm going to remove all these clear tokens. So this one will open the door. Or I guess I forgot about those soldiers. They can open the door. Next one would move through. Zombie can move. Right now they want to go that direction. Dogs attack. They can move too. Storm Angriffs. One will open this door. One will move through. This one will move up. Scientist will move. And the general has a range of 2, so he's good where he's at. Tax officer's going to shoot in on Sergeant Sally. Just remember he's in this room. So that is threshold of 4 of him shooting in there. And I should have known. All right, getting defensive 1, so a difference of 3. So no effect, but it was in the neck. Started her turn, draw a wound card, resolve the top effect only. Not a good start when those guys are hurting us. So on Han, same thing. He does have a boost, and we'll go ahead and just spend that to give him 3. So he's got a total of 5. He's good there. Then on to our soldiers. So Hans is in this whole area. We can have these pick a side. They're going to pick Sergeant's side. So he's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming his direction, which is going to be a 12. And it's a big miss. So he's going to intense pain. He's going to make some noise. And at the start of his turn, he's going to make some more noise. So it didn't make much noise at least. Discard a card, and we're under the threshold. We will discard German engineering. Then Sally is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shooting at her. That's going to be a defense of 14 needed. So she's trying to duck and cover. Ended up with a 4, so a difference of 10. Discard a card or drop an item. Card's important. We'll drop the keys since the doors are open. And she cannot play instant cards. Zombies not are in range. Neither are the Angriffs. Almost forgot the dogs. They are also going on Sally. So in case you can't tell, my armor-piercing guys, I'm trying to protect the best I can. So Sally has 2 dogs on her. Just a 10 is all she needs. Didn't quite make it. Discard a card or drop an item. Well, since her one item's a grenade, we'll go with the card, and she cannot take basic move actions. I don't think Sally's making it out of this one. Since she can't play instants, we'll discard this one. And then General Wolff, he can either shoot this area or this area. And since we can make a choice here, I will have him target Hans. So basically, he can see both directions. It's equidistance. We'll have him just go at Hans. Needs a defense of 6, but he does have incendiary, so this ranged attack targets all heroes in the target area, and it's piercing. And piercing, all singles count as a blank when making a defense test. So that counts as a blank. Discard a card or drop an item, and He will have a hand limit of 3 at the end of his turn. Discard any cards over this limit. Should have been looking at my cards first. Should have played that to ignore the defense test, but the dice are rolled, so I'll just ignore it, but just discard that one then. That's just me not knowing my characters that well. So put the round marker there. Take our tokens in here, randomize them. And this is win or fail probably. So we're going to start with Hans. He's going to go first. Then we'll go to Claudine. It's going to be third. Then Sally, fourth. She'll be dead by then. And then Brick is going second. So Hans is in intense pain, so rolling 2 dice for noise. This is not going well. So a 7. We get to re-roll 1, so maybe we can get lucky. All right, we got down to 6, so we did not meet the threshold. Finally, the dice helped us. We're going to start with this. It's going to stay until the beginning of his next turn, giving us +1 attack die and +1 defense die, and we re-roll blank results. We're going to start with tossing a grenade in this space. That'll cause 1 wound to all those units. Then we'll get a noise card doing the top and bottom. Discard 1 card or add 1 to the total. We're good with rolling another die because it's not going to matter. But we'll see how bad it would have been. Not a blank. So then in area B and C, we're getting 3s. So that was, even though that's terrible, it's not A. So in B, we are getting 2 zombies and a storm cannoneer. That's the last of our zombie units. And then C, which is not good for Claudine, we are getting 2 soldiers and 3 zombies. I guess that worked well for her. All the zombies are on the board. So there is a maximum number of units in the scenario. Then we're going to move on and make 2 +1 ranged attacks, ignoring unreliable during these attacks. So moving on. Using our bazooka. So we're ignoring unreliable. Range of 3. We do get 4 dice for the base. We get +1 for that card and +1 for that. And we get to re-roll blank results, which is good because we had 3. So we're ending up with a total of 9. So we're just a bit short from the 14 we need to get to. So we'll modify that, giving us another boost. Getting into another boost, and that should be enough for the first damage. So we'll go ahead and flip his card over. So now it has the full flee ability. Incendiary, Scuttle, and Wolf Pack, but we're hoping that doesn't matter because we get our second attack coming now. Once again, we had 4 with our bazooka, 1 with Achtung, and 1 more with that. Looking for 14 again. We get to re-roll our blanks. We've got 2 boosts, actually 3 boosts. So 2, 4, 6, 8. I've got 14. But we do like rolling dice. We re-roll our blanks. More than enough. So that takes care of him. We'll place 4 objective complete. Face up in that area. So all we need here that can draw line of sight to the objective complete item may add it to an item slot on their dashboard. And so far he's done all this without using his basic actions. So he's got line of sight. He'll go ahead and pick up one of these tokens. He'll take a basic move into this area. Actually, I'll take that basic move back. We're going to play this to move on and make an attack with a +3. It's going to be the noise of our weapon. We're going to do this unarmed, so we get 1 die. We've got a base 3 already counting in there. And I'll go after a soldier. I don't think the cannoneer stops us from doing that. Oh wait, that's the Angriff. Okay, so we're just taking a shot at a soldier. Getting a blank. All right, we missed. Oh, we do get +1 die for that, and we get to re-roll our blanks. I should have went after the Angriff. Well, anyway, we took out a soldier. And no noise since we did it unarmed. Like I said, so far I've just used 1 action to pick up. All my other actions have been with cards. I'm going to use German efficiency to move 1 and draw 1. So we'll move into this room, drawing a card. So he's just got a discard pile now. So this will be removed from the game. And we will draw into Snell, which gives us a move 2. But we've got a little bit of noise to deal with. So we got a 1. Re-roll 1 blank. We don't have any blanks and we're under the threshold. Now we're going to use our second basic action to open a door. The noise of 1. And we get a 1. Discard 2 cards or add 2 to your total to the nearest exit. I'm going to discard 2 cards because we cannot risk a Vril Panzer coming in after us. So we've taken care of that. Now we're going to play Blitzkrieg to move on. And we're going to choose not to make an attack. So no noise since no attack. So free action, we're going to transfer the dossier over to Claudine. That goes in this stack. We'll end his turn. So he still has +1 defense. So enemies, action stations, they're all going to move. Officer only has a range of 1, so he's going to move in there. This officer is going to move out of the dice tray. Soldiers, they've got a range of 2, so they're good where they're at. Those guys are at a guard point and good there. This one will move in. And these are all good in that spot. Oh, this one shot in last time. That one's going to open the door. This one will move up. So I got a free shot last turn. Don't think it mattered. Zombies are moving. Our dogs are good where they're at. Angriff will move in. This one opens a door. This one moves up. Got the cannon moves over. And our scientists. Now shots are fired. The Hans took the last turn, so that's who the officer's shooting at. He gets his base 2. He's +1 because of his card. Needs to meet or beat a 4. Gets to re-roll blanks. So he's got a 6, nothing there. Got an officer over here, shooting in here. Since neither of these have taken a turn, we get to choose their order. We'll let Brick take this one. He's strong, so he gets an extra defensive die. We'll say he's good from that. Soldiers, on the other hand, are going to be a problem. So start in here. Hans has 4 shooting at him. So that's going to be a 10 he needs to get to. Get to reroll his blanks. Goes into another one. Or we can just make it a 3. We'll just go ahead and do that. So he's got 8, so a difference of 2. He's knocked back. But he's got nowhere. Either way we pick, he's going that way or this direction from the fire coming in, and he can't move either way, and we're under the threshold. And that's making me roll a little cockeyed there. The soldiers shooting in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be an 18 coming in there. How lucky does Sally feel? She's got 1 boost in there. So difference of 13. Drop 2 items, and her item limit is reduced to 3. Drops a grenade. But that does take her to 4 wounds. So she is considered downed. Just means she has to use her action to stand back up. But from what I understand, she's still a hero that can be targeted. We've got 1 zombie in here. Could have her go after Sally, but I think we'll have Brick stand in the way since he gets 3 dice. Zombie has an attack of 5. We've got a difference of 3. We'll have him modify that to give him another 3 in there, so no wound coming in. Then we've got the dogs attacking. That's going to be a 10 he needs to get out of. And 3 blanks is not going to help. So he is knocked down, and he now has a hand limit of 4. Now the Angriff gets to go after somebody, and this is why I think just being knocked down doesn't matter. They're still going to swing. He's got an attack of 8. We're going to have Sally take it. So difference of 5. She's going to make some noise too, and she has a hand limit of 5. But no noise. So she was crushed. That's probably why she didn't make noise. She couldn't breathe. So she's already down anyway. And that's all the attacks. So now Brick gets a turn. His first action is to spend a movement point to stand up. So free action, he's going to move on and make an attack. So he'll move into this area. He's going to use his bare hands. He's strong, so he gets 2 dice. And hopefully take out one of those soldiers. Or not. We'll modify that to give us a bonus. And I believe that's what I just said. So we're going to, just for 1 little soldier, we'll put that in there so we can take him out. And make him drop some loot at least. That took care of that action. Next, we'll play Brickhead so we can move on. We're going to choose not to. We're going to make a +1 melee attack on that guy. So it's unarmed. We get 2 dice because we're strong. Get another one because of the card. Getting a 4. It's enough to take him out. We did make a little bit of noise with that. Just a 1. So we're going to add a die to that total. So it's up to 4, so we're under the threshold. Next, we're going to play like a brick. So it's a free action. It's going to stay until the start of the next hero's turn. It's going to make some noise. Enemy units may not move into your area, and we get a +2 defense, and we're resilient. So we will resolve the bottom effect. So at Area 1, or Area A, we're getting a level 1. Area C, a level 3. So A is right here. That means it's time to shuffle our spawn cards. First one coming out is going to be just a soldier. And Area C up there is going to be an officer. And 3 zombies that are already throughout the board. Our second basic action, we're just going to shoot in here at this officer. We'll use our machine gun with burst, so it's going to make some noise. But we do get 4 dice to start with. So we can spin 1 so it doesn't get jammed. We'll go ahead and roll another one. Not that it matters. We've got 5 to take out the officer. Noise of 3. And he made some noise with that. No effect, but we're spawning a level 1 in all 3 areas, A, B, and C. So in Area A, soldier and a zombie. All zombies are out. Area B, nothing, because we're out of zombies. In Area C, 3 soldiers. And I believe that's enough for his turn. All alert enemies are going to move. We only have 1 officer. He's quite happy where he's at. Soldiers, they're at a guard point, and they're happy where they're at. They're good. These guys have line of sight and range. Same thing there. Zombies, that's the closest one. These are all going to move out. Dogs are good in there with Sally. So's the Angriff. These 2 will move out. Cannoneer, he's got a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. He is ruthless, so if this unit is in range and line of sight of a hero at the start of the action stations phase, it will make a ranged attack instead of moving. Sally's laying down on a job. Maybe that's good enough for her to defend against this. It's only an 8. She got up to a 3. And she's going to pretend she's untouchable. So that gives her a boost into a blank. So she is touchable. She got up to 5. At 8 coming in, so a difference of 3. Discard a heroic point. She doesn't have any, but she's under the threshold. Scientist will move closer. And I guess he'll move in here just for a better view of everything. Now going through our attacks, we've got 1 officer over here. Last person to go was Hans. So he gets his +1 die. So let's get 3. He's trying to meet or beat a 4. Gets a reroll his blanks. So anyway, he defended that. This officer is going to shoot at Sally. Sally didn't make it. So difference of 4. She gets knocked back. Did not get the wound there, so she goes over to this area. That helped. Soldiers get to shoot now. So we got 5 over there on Hans. That's going to be a 12 he needs. Does get to re-roll his blanks. So difference of 5. Choose one card in your hand, remove it from the game. And we're under the threshold. Got these in hand. We'll get rid of the armored unit. Then Brick has some shots coming in at him. So these don't have line of sight to anyone. These guys have a range of 2. So 1, 2. We're saying they've got line of sight. And then here. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's going to be an 18. Gets 3 dice. Gets to bring in another one. So not bad. 10 off. But play when you fail a defense test. Ignore all damage from the attack. So we'll go ahead and play that. So we ignore that attack. Zombies have nothing to attack. Dogs have nothing to attack. Angress have nothing to attack. Cannoneer lost his target. And the scientist wouldn't do anything. Oh, and I forgot he had +2 dice. Maybe he didn't need to roll. He does get to re-roll his blanks because he's resilient. Did a little better. Still play that card so he doesn't take any damage. Anyway, we've made it to turn 3, which is Claudine. She does have the dossier that Hans gave her. 3 heroic points and a jammed weapon. Her first action, making a noise test, 3 dice. She's sneaky, so we get to make that down to a 2. Add 2 dice to her total. Ending up with a 4, which is under the threshold. Second action is to move out the door. Ends the game. Unlimited movement for everyone else. I believe that was a major victory for us. So our objective completed. No heroes captured. For King and Country, a heroic victory. So mission complete. With codes obtained and Wolf put down like an animal he was, you have a clear shot to the Vril manufacturing facilities. However, as he died, Wolf's curses invoked a new horror. Apparently, there's another weapon down here, Project X. With time against you, it's probably best to just press on, although you should check it out just to be sure. So because of the level we chose, we're going to get a random heroic point that we can spend on someone. It's going to be defensive. And 1 permanent wound will be removed from each hero. For Hans, both of those suck, rolling for noise, but so is a hand limit of 3 on him. So we'll get rid of dulled senses and keep the intense pain. Claudine made it out unscathed. Sergeant Sally, not so much. Needless to say, she won't be in the next one. So we'll just get rid of the wound in her neck. And Brick just fell to the floor, but he's back up now. And that will conclude Mission 5, the Cornered Wolff. Next, we'll see what happens in Mission 6, Out with a Bang. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.